Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Russell Sills, and I'm principal here at Windsor High School, and I wanted to come and talk to you today about a very important policy change that's happening at the high school this year. At the high school, we are Windsor Warriors, and we're incredibly proud of the fact that we are competitive in every aspect. We have great sports teams, great academic programs. We have students who excel in every aspect of high school life. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we also have a number of students who are not as successful. We have a number of students who are failing. We have a number of students, to be honest with you, who are just coasting, just getting by at the bare minimum, just doing enough to kind of get the grade they need to get out of the class, but really not getting the learning that they need. At the high school, for all those who've been here over the last few years, you know that we've had a big problem with electronics. Texting particularly has been a huge issue for us. iPods, cell phones have all been disruptions in the classes that you've attended. It's become such a disruption, ladies and gentlemen, that we have to change our policy. This year, electronics will be banned in the high school from 7:40, the beginning of first block, until 2:10 every day. Students and teachers can't have electronics in their hands. Headsets can't be worn around your neck or visible. If you have those electronics out, we are going to confiscate them. That means actually the teacher or staff person would ask you for that item. They would put it in a plastic bag, and you would pick it up the first time in the office at the end of the day. Chronic offenders will have to have their parents pick up their items. So that's going to be the policy. Your choice as a student, are you going to follow the policy or not? And there'll be some students who will choose not to follow the policy. They're going to say, it's my cell phone, nobody's taking it, those kinds of comments. And the reality is, if you make that choice, then you'll be making the choice in essence to be suspended from school. So I know you're thinking this is really a big problem, this is going to be a headache, this is something that's really we're not happy about as students. And I understand that. The reality though, ladies and gentlemen, as principal of the high school, my job's not to make you happy, it's to make you smart. It's important that when you graduate from Windsor High School with a diploma that you have something that means something, that means you can do the work you need to do at the next level, whether that be job, vocational school, college, military service, whatever you choose. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to show you some role plays that will show you the different scenarios that may happen. Classroom scenario, hallway scenario, how the process is going to work, how the teacher or the staff member is going to interact with you should you violate the policy, and kind of how the consequences will work for students even who choose not to follow directions. We, the teachers and staff at Windsor High School, believe in you, believe that you're capable, strong, smart, capable students who can learn at high levels. We need to create an academic environment that makes that happen. This policy will help do that. I look forward to working with you this year to make sure that we all have a great year as Windsor Warriors at Windsor High School.
When a teacher approaches you and asks for your electronic device, you will have the choice to be compliant, that is, follow instructions, or be non-compliant, meaning you refuse to follow the instructions of the teacher. Classroom compliance means that when a teacher asks you for your device in class, you hand it over without arguing. Your device will be placed in a baggie, and you will be given a receipt. If this is your first offense, you will be allowed to collect your device at the end of the school day.
Guys, that about finishes things up. We'll be taking a second look at this again tomorrow. One moment. Jimmy, I see you're using a phone in my class. You're just going to have to drop that off in this bag right there. Thank you very much. Fill out this form. Your name, today's date, it's right here, and that's me. Have your cell phone, and here is your receipt. I'll leave it in the bag here with your phone. Then you can pick this up in the office at the end of the day. Guys, that wraps things up. If there are... Hey, Jimmy, I see you're using your phone in my classroom. I'm just going to need to confiscate that. Could you please drop it off in the bag?
No.
If you don't give me your phone, I have to call security. There's an automatic 2-day suspension. Just put the phone in the bag and we're all set.
But I'm not giving you my phone.
All right, I'm going to have to call security.
If you are non-compliant with a teacher's request, you will be reminded that failure to surrender the device will result in 2 days of in-school suspension. If you continue to refuse, you will be escorted to the administrator on duty, who will assign you a 2-day in-school suspension. If you choose to refuse to give the device to the administrator at that time, you will be subject to immediate suspension.
Mr. Gamble, I understand that you were asked for your phone by your classroom teacher and just chose not to give it up. You understand what that consequence earns you?
Yes, sir.
So you know you've already got 2 days of in-school suspension. So here's the next step. The next step is you still got to give up the phone. So I'm going to ask you for your phone. Should you choose not to give it to me, then you automatically get suspended home. You going to give me your phone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Put it in the bag. Next thing I have to do is I got to fill out this form real fast. This is your receipt. So at the end of the day today, this is your first offense?
Yes.
So at the end of the day today, you get to come back and there'll be you can pick up your phone right over here after 2:10. Okay? I know this is not what you wanted, but this is what we need to do. I appreciate you taking care of the business.
It won't happen again.
I also will schedule 2 days of in-school suspension. You'll start that tomorrow morning.
Hallway compliance and non-compliance are handled in a similar way to the classroom.
Hey, good morning. How are you? I'm Mr. Mancino. I don't think we've met yet. Your name?
Jimmy Gamble.
Jimmy Gamble. Nice to meet you. Hey, I see you're using your phone in the hallway. You need to come down with me. Thanks a lot.
If you are discovered by a teacher using your device while in the hall, you will be asked for your name. If you identify yourself, you will be escorted to the nearest security person who will bag and tag your device and give you a receipt. Again, your first offense will allow you to retrieve your device from the office after 2:10. Remember, school rules require that you identify yourself to any staff member who asks you to do so. Failure to identify yourself will result in suspension. It is always best to honestly answer with your name when asked. Also, if you are asked by a staff member about your device in the halls and you refuse to identify yourself, you will be subject to punishment for that infraction in addition to the cell phone penalty. If you identify yourself but refuse to surrender your device, the teacher will call security and report you. You will then be escorted to the administrator on duty, who will issue you the appropriate punishment.
All right, can you pick up my phone?
Okay, Jimmy, you got your receipt? Perfect. Thank you. There we go, Mr. Gamble. You take your phone. Remember, Jimmy, for the first offense, you get to pick it up. Next time, though, remember your parents would have to pick it up. You only get one freebie as a student. Thank you.
Windsor High School is a great place to learn all of the basic skills you'll need for a successful start to life. By leaving these distractions at home, you will be giving yourself the advantage of better focus and greater ability to learn new skills. Be smart. Leave the electronics at home.